So here we go, West Midland Safari Park. Once you're through the gate, everything suddenly feels very real. You're just driving around, waiting to see what walks in front of you. First up, the wildebeest. At least, I think the wildebeest. No guarantees. Let me know in the comments if they are, or if they're not, what they are. And right after that, we get rhinos. Every time I see one, I just forget how huge they are in real life. The horn is not actually bone. It's basically made of the same stuff as our nails. It's pretty much a giant toenail stuck on the head. Now we have zebras next, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever been so close to them. And an interesting fact that blows my mind is that every single zebra has a different stripe pattern. It's basically like their fingerprint. And as we went around the corner, we came back to the wildebeest again, and this one didn't even hesitate, straight up to the window like it was checking if we had any food. This is why the safari drive is definitely worth it. Then we found the African wild dogs. First one on its own, probably scouting around looking for food on that tree. And then the whole group. Now, they're not as famous as lions, but these are amazing hunters in the wild. Teamwork and tactics, and they get the prey that they're after. Now, lions are my favorite, and we go into the lion area and the vibe definitely changes. You do tend to queue a little bit because they have two safety gates on either side to obviously make sure the lions don't escape, because they are just casually walking around. You'll often find some laying around. Now we loop back round to the rhinos, and obviously they are huge and it must take a lot of energy moving around, which is why this one is just chilling and having a sleep. One of the highlights of the trip was going back around and seeing some more of the deers just dotted about, minding their own business. And then as we continue the drive, they decide, no, we're going to cross here. So we had to stop and obviously let them cross. And check these three camels out. It had us in stitches. It just reminded me of people sat around a water cooler having a chat. Then we came onto the elephants, and these have definitely got to be some of my favorite animals. They're massive but so calm. So last year we went to Thailand and visited an elephant sanctuary, and since then I've had a soft spot for them. And you can't visit a zoo without seeing a couple of giraffes. After the drive, we parked up and headed into the walkthrough areas. Now, interestingly enough, the park actually looks quite small from the car, but once you start walking around, you actually then realize how big it is. There's an insect section with crickets that are absolutely massive, beetles, creepy crawlers, and this random fish, which I swear looks like it escaped from a horror game. And naturally, there is a reptile world where you will find some massive snakes. And one great thing about West Midland Safari Park that I'm sure wasn't here the last time I came, or I just completely missed it, is the theme park. You don't actually have to do the rides. The theme park itself uses wristbands, so you can just do the safari, or you can do both if you wanted to. Now, whilst walking around the theme park area, there are also animals as well. Here we have the meerkats. I love watching meerkats. They're just so funny, watching them looking out, others looking for food. And then there's this one, which is just casually giving itself a clean. And here we are looking at him again, and he is just super proud of the cleaning job he's done. And here are what we like to call Larry the lemur. They're really social creatures. They did do a little bit of a demonstration here where they were feeding them. So back onto the ride. One of the roller coasters is the Monkey Mayhem. It's definitely a fun ride. It spins around. It's great for kids. It is going to bash you in all kinds of directions, but great fun. We're obviously at a safari park, so there is the Rhino Coaster, which is a surprise favorite. It's got good speed. It's got some nice drops. There's a section where it just suddenly stops, which jolts you a little bit, but our son absolutely loved it. In fact, I think we went on it around about 5 times, and honestly, I loved it as well. And of course, we decided to end our trip with the log flume. And no matter how prepared you think you are, you're going to be leaving it wet through.